Hello, this is Grandma Jan from Red Toad Art Studio. And today I think it's about time I tried a Christmassy collage. And I found some old magazines that I had gotten from my mother years ago. In fact, you can see I've cut into them before for various things. But these were from like 1947, and I think one of them's from 1954. They're old Ideals magazines. And if you can ever get a hold of these old magazines, look at the kind of pictures they have in them. Now, I don't think Ideals is still out there. I don't know. Maybe they are. But if you ever find any in a antique shop or in a yard sale and you collage, pick some up. They have beautiful pictures in them. At least they used to. And all kinds of poems. They're just neat. So today I'm going to try to make a collage out of what I found in these two books. Now I am going to use some scrapbooking paper for my backgrounds. But I think that's pretty much all. The rest of it I'm going to get from these magazines. So let's get started. I'm going to use my journal for this. I have a whole bunch of collages in here already. And I'm going to do a single page this time. It's easier than trying to come across this huge valley or ditch or whatever you want to call it. But these can be hard when they get this deep and I'm close to the back of the book. So we're just going to work on this single page this time. Now we're going to do a snowy picture today, and I found this scrapbooking paper. It kind of looks like snow up there. And I thought, wow, perfect scrapbooking paper for a snowy scene, which this is. So the first thing that's going to happen is this is going to be glued in. Now, I have already cut all my pieces out. Not many of them seem to need ink this time, but they are cut out and measured, and we'll just glue them in and see how this collage works out. There is our background in. Now, this is a snowy scene, and in the background are snowy hills. So this is another piece of scrapbooking paper, and to me that looks just like a snow layer that's on the hills and on the ground. So let's put that in next. Okay, here is our snowy hills. Now, the top of the hills, though, there's another hill back here. And we need to put that in before we press this down. So I've got glue on this. And we need to put this right down. Let that snowy hill show. And before we press it down again, we have this little city that is sitting atop the hill. There's a city down here which you will see, and this city, it goes up the hill and it sits up here also. So let's get some glue on this. It sits there on top of the hill. We can barely see it sitting there on top of the hills. And then we'll press this down, and there we are. We have the snowy hills and the city back there. And the next thing we have is a city that's sitting right down here. Like that. Now, unfortunately, there was some words here, And they weren't words that went with my idea of a snowy city and a snowy sky. And I don't want to keep them, but I have something to put over that in a minute. So we need to paste down our snowy couple houses, I think. But they're at the edges of the city. Here we go. Now we're going to come up a little bit here. We want this to go right about there. Now, if you find old ideals, and they made them several times a year, I think. I have another one that's summer or spring. The poetry in them, it's not like the poetry we write now. They spoke differently in the 40s in a way. They're kind of mournful, and a lot of them are sad. So there's not a lot of poetry that appeals to me, but I found a little bit, and titles. You can get words out of them anyway, but that's why I kind of want to hide that. Now I'm going to put an washi tape frame around it, so it's all right that I didn't go clear to the edge here. Now we have something that is going right here. We have a family having a ball with their sleigh and their horses. Jingle bells, can't you just hear it coming down the road? The clip-cloppity, well, they don't clip-clop much in snow, do they? But the bell sound, jingle, 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 jingle. Listen! Here comes the sleigh. Doesn't it put you in the mood? Oops, there they went. So let's get these glued down. Are you in the Christmas mood? I sure am. And it's not long until Christmas when I'm making this. Here we go, the happy family. Aren't they cute? Now, how about our saying that goes right here? We have got a poem. It's only part of a poem. Remember the thrill of the old-fashioned sleigh ride. The lap robes of fur kept us cozy and warm. The light in the window, look, we have lights in the windows. The light in the window that beckoned us onward, the hall when we reached it, its quaintness and charm. Oh, talk as you like of our modern improvements. Our autos are nice and their comfort is plain. But oh, to be young in the beautiful country and ride in an old-fashioned sleigh once again. Isn't that cute? So we're going to paste this on a pinkish frame, and we're going to cover that up this way. I think that will be beautiful. And we'll put it right here and cover up those words. Isn't that cute? All right. Now we had another set of words for a title. And I guess this is obvious. Jingle Bells. And then we have a few stars to put in the sky. Now, I do want to frame this with washi tape. So maybe we'll put the washi tape on first and then put the stars in the sky. And I have several to choose from. I have kids rolling a snowball. I have this pretty pink with hearts on it. Pretty pink with gold dots. And this bright purple. Now there's no purple in this anywhere, so I'm going to eliminate that one. But I'm not sure among these. I like the kids playing, but I like the way these gold dots show up. I don't know, and that's pretty too. I think we'll use this one. So let's put this on, and then we'll put our stars on. There is our pretty washi tape trim. I like this. It's very pastel. It doesn't have a lot of bright colors in it, and I wasn't sure how it would look, but I think that is pretty. And now I do have a few stars to put in it. Now these stars came out of some scrapbooking paper too. We might not need all the stars I have. In fact, we have one more, but I think that right there would be enough stars, don't you? Let's get those glued in. There we go. Jingle Bells, our old-fashioned sleigh ride, is done. Isn't that cute? I'm really happy with this one. There is our Christmas collage, Jingle Bells, and I'm going to wish you a very Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas this year. And if you can, I hope you get to be with family and those you love and with friends. And even if you're by yourself, do something special for Christmas. Maybe buy yourself a Christmas present. Why not? So, Merry, Merry Christmas, and bye-bye for now.